Into the bowls I have taken dhania powder of 1 tablespoon, a small teaspoon of garam masala powder, biryani leaf for 2 to 3, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste, half a tablespoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of turmeric powder, cinnamon and clove 2 to 3, 2 to 3 tablespoon of refined oil, 1 tomato which is finely chopped, 1 onion. So as you all can see, into the cooker I have soaked the chana overnight for 6 to 7 hours, and I have boiled the chana along with few pinch of turmeric powder and also salt. It's well boiled, as you can see. By adding salt you get taste. So I have added a fat pinch of salt to it and I have boiled it well. So into the kadai of 2 tablespoons of oil which is well heated, I am adding this birinji leaves along with 2 cinnamon sticks and clove. Now I am adding onion, give a good fry to the onions. Once it is well fried, I'll be adding the rest of the ingredients. So now I am allowing it to fry well. I am also adding the turmeric, a teaspoon of turmeric, which is good for our health. It kills the bacteria and germs, and as well as it also has the healing power to heal all the wounds into our tummy. So I have added a pinch of turmeric, a teaspoon of turmeric. Adding chili powder, half a tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of dhania powder, giving a good fry so that all the masalas which I have added should be well mixed and fried with the ingredients. Now I am adding garam masala powder, which gives taste and flavor, along with ginger garlic paste, giving a good mix. A teaspoon of salt. Since I have already added a pinch of salt while boiling chanas, now I am adding a teaspoon of salt. And whole tomato of 1. I am mixing it well so the water and the tomatoes will be oozing out and will be mixing with the rest of the ingredients. Once it is well fried, I'll be adding the water which is retained while boiling the chanas to it. Smash the tomatoes well with a spatula so that it breaks easily and will get cooked fast, and the procedure is bit fast. So break it up by hitting and smashing the tomatoes. Now I am adding the water which is retained while boiling the chanas to the gravy. I am allowing it to boil and cook well. For that I am closing it with a plate. So to this well boiled gravy masala of the ingredients which have closed with the plate, it's ready now to add chana. So now I have added boiled chana to the masala gravy, and I am stirring it and allow it to cook along with the masalas for few minutes. So again I am closing it with the lid so that the masalas which are there will get incorporated into the chana. So our chana is prepared well and ready now to have. I am adding a pinch of sugar so that it gives a taste. This is a secret hidden and a tip, adding a pinch of sugar to the chana. And also I am using half a small lemon to get balanced with the taste and flavor. Instead of using onto the serving bowl, I am adding as it is now itself. I am also adding a teaspoon of ghee, which gives an excellent source of energy and as well as taste to the recipe. Mixing it well and switching off the flame. So our beautiful chana is ready to serve. So by adding a pinch of sugar which gives taste and half a size of small lemon juice which takes out the acidity which contains in the chana. So these two are the secret tips should be followed while doing chana masala. So our puris are ready to serve along with chana. So I am transferring a scoop of chana into the serving bowl. A beautiful chana is ready to relish with few puris. This chana will keep your appetite full and fill for the whole day. It's a whole meal recipe filled with protein and energy. Please, viewers, try this recipe and share me through comment section. And do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my Tasty Bud channel for other most interesting recipes. Thank you very much.